Twisted Vader Reviews, and today we have Bad Cube's War Dog, their take on a masterpiece, Warpath. And here we have the box. A little bit bigger than Brawny's. Same idea. Warrior. Box. And he got 2 cards. This time they did it right. And they made up for it if you got Brawny and Backland. I don't know if you remember how the cards came. This back was on here and this back was on here. And I wondered, was it a misprint? Did they screw up, or were they trying to do something neat? Confirmed misprint. But they fixed it at least, which is pretty cool. Instruction manual. It's not too bad. The weirdest thing about this guy's transformation is his elbow, which is a pain in the butt. And as you see, 63 steps. And they show the elbow all over again. Because it's a pain in the butt, and I'll show that. And he has a little poster. War Dog. Nothing on the back. Back Cube. So anyways, this is their take on Masterpiece Warpath. I had a little sticker, so I threw that on there. He of course does not come with it. And that's him in tank mode. He don't look too bad. He looks pretty cool in tank mode. There's some neat plastic molded details, not too many painted abs, a little bit of paint here. Black around whatever that is. It's black around there. I'm not a tank expert. I guess the complaint in tank mode is, one, of course it doesn't roll. There's no wheels. Even this little guy here got wheels. But anyway, his treads are too big. And when he's in robot mode, you'll see his treads are just too big. If they would have made this a little smaller, I think it would have turned out better. And his cannon looks kind of stubby, but reminds me kind of like a World War II. Maybe they were stubby like that, but it's kind of stubby, but it still looks cool. And when he's in tank mode, there's no tabs right here. As you see how easy that is. So it's kind of supposed to tab in under here, and this kind of holds in place, but as you see, there's no tab. So that's kind of a bummer. It'll stay there, but if you push on it or mess with it, it'll move. It's real weird. I should have just put some kind of tab there. Maybe it's just I'm a bad transforming and I didn't do it right, but we'll see when I go back into tank mode again. But that's out of my problem with tank mode. His turret moves all the way around. This does move a little bit there, and this can move like that and like that, and that's all you get. And there he is next to Generations. Pretty cool. See the size. And of course, as always in all my videos, don't forget to watch the video all the way until the end, because that's where I put all the pictures and comparisons and all that good stuff. There's the Warbotron guy. You see the difference in size. He's big. He's awful big. Pretty big. Which is cool. But I think if they would have did, you'll see when he's in robot mode, I'm sure you've seen pictures, the tread's just too big. They would have shrunk these wheels down just a little bit, and I think in both modes it would have done justice. Okay, so that's pretty much it for tank mode. We'll go ahead and transform him, and let's check him out in robot mode. War Dog, otherwise known as Masterpiece Warpath. Maybe. Alright, this part I'm gonna have to explain. These are weird. What they did with this design. Anyway, so you need to pop this off of there and spin this guy. Makes it easier. Now that's the gear. That's what goes on with this shoulder. It's locked down in place when it's in tank mode. This is slid over, so you slide that over. Now that's also a ratchet, so it's really hard to move. Now this whole section needs to come up, which is really hard to do. And see that little tab right there? I don't know if you can see that. That little tab has to go inside the elbow of that. When it's in tank mode, it's down here. When it's in robot mode, it's in that tab. Now, I have to slide it up, which for me is a real pain in the butt. I hate this design. I really do not like this part. See how it goes up there? There, now it's up. Now you have to move the whole joint, which is also ratchet, so it's real tight. And then it has to come down on that peg. See, it's still not getting there. If that wasn't a ratchet, it wouldn't be so hard. I see this breaking in the future. I do not like this at all. Biggest complaint. Anyway, you see how I'm struggling. This whole thing is all floppy. There, I think I got it. There we go. See how I push down? Now it's in that tab. Now it's locked in. Now it's part of your shoulder. Gotta do the same thing on both sides. I'm gonna go back to being quiet while I fight with the other side. So here we have him in robot mode. Now he's not a bad looking dude. He definitely looks like Warpath. However, like I said, with his tracks, they're really predominant. And it kind of sticks out. Now, here's a picture of him. He kind of looks like he stick out, but not that much. They're a little bit more squashed, and his feet are a lot more squashed. And his shield clicks on here, gives him a very large backpack, but without it, it's not really that much different. So, his shield's a pain in the butt to put on. The way these hands and the gun works, you have to angle everything. See how it's really in there. It's nice when it's in. It's just a pain in the butt to get on and off. Because it tabs in like normal, but the fingers have to wrap around. And it's hard enough doing it with a gun. Now what you got to do with this, and that's extended like that, that can be rough. Because you got to get it in and slide it and turn the fingers at the same time. And I think we got, there we go. Ta-da! Wham! Bam! So that's him. Now, is he cool? Yeah. Is there another Warpath out there that we can use for the Masterpiece line? Not really. So, I mean, if you're looking for a guy for that collection, look how hard that is to get out. He's the one to do. Now, he's not as good as the Bad Cube's other one, Brawny. Brawny was real strong, real tight. It wasn't loose. This, I really don't like these shoulders. They went more difficult of a transformation than needed. I think to try to impress for some reason, or I don't know. But, I mean, it's not bad. It's the only option you got. If you can live without them, wait for an actual Masterpiece, or if you want them in your collection, go for them, but it's definitely not perfect. So let's take a look at him. See, he has a big swivel there for his foot, so you can kind of really move it up there, down there, however you want to do it. So you can put his feet way up there. It's odd the way that is, but that's what you get. His arms are really stubby. That's the other thing that makes the tracks look too big. These arms are really stubby. It's hard to move. The way that works, that flips and clicks, is kind of neat, but if it would extend a little bit more, I think it would have been better. So you do have a knee, and it is the ratchety knee. No swivel down here, but it kind of swivels up there, up pretty far there, as you see. Actually, it'll go all the way around. Oh, moving the joints around. And up there, that's ratchet. Oops. The waist will spin all the way around. No, not all the way around. That's as far as it goes. That's weird. Usually if there's a waist swivel, it spins all the way around. And his hands, of course, just his fingers all attached. His wrist will spin. He does have that, like I said, an elbow. It's really small. There's really not much movement there. It's kind of odd. Yes, his shoulders will go all the way around, way up. So that shoulder design gives him a lot of movement. The transformation just makes that not as fun. And his head won't really go down much, but it can look up. There you go. Bad Cube's Warpath. The gun he comes with is pretty nice. Big old blaster. The whole shield thing is weird. And honestly, when I first seen that was gonna be part of the transformation, I really didn't want to get it. But you don't really have to use it. You can leave that in the box and transform him. He just has a hollow underneath without it. When it's in, it does make it feel a little bit stiffer. It makes it more like a solid brick in tank mode. So you can live with it, you can live without it. It's up to you. You don't need it. It's not a necessity, put it that way. So if that's driving you from buying it, don't worry about it. Just leave it in the box. You won't need it. Warpath. Wham, bam. Blaster. Yeah, I'm getting a little crazy. It's a little late. I spent way too many days trying to do this video. Been very busy, so it's been cut up piece by piece by piece. Anyways, I do like him. He's definitely part of my masterpiece collection. He's not the greatest. Somebody can make something better. So if somebody's out there thinking about making one, go for it. It can definitely be improved. It's not terrible. This keeps kind of getting loose. It doesn't really lock in so great. I don't know. It's not the greatest, but it's not the worst. I'd say like a C. It does look like Warpath though. So let's go ahead and put him back into tank mode. Okay, so we have him back in tank mode. So he's not too bad. Kind of a pain in the butt of a transformation. I really don't like how the shoulders work. And of course, this shield parts former type thing. As you see, I could have stopped without it. That would have been fine. And then that's that other thing I was telling you about. There's no tab there. So it doesn't, if you push on it, it kind of spreads. And I really don't like that either. But it does look like a nice tank. It's not terrible. It's not a piece of junk. It feels solid. It feels like a brick, all except for that little spot, which really ain't bad either. It's just a complaint of mine. But as you see, pretty decent. So like I said, I'm gonna give him a C. Probably I should give him a C+. He's really not bad. Somebody can do better, but he's not bad. He's definitely my masterpiece for now. So I hope you enjoyed the video, and don't forget I put all the pictures after this here part, and you're gonna see some comparisons, close-up pictures and stuff like that. I do that on all my videos, so stay tuned for that, and thank you for watching and have a great day.